guys, this is Ronnie. I'm back. Welcome to How to Straighten Your Bent Jonboat, Part 1. This side is where the tree fell on it and bent it down. You can see, I ain't playing with that yet. It went at this angle, apparently fell across, nailed that and broke that tube or something that they welded it up and it bowed it clear out. And if you go along, I can show you real quick. I'll show you a neat little tool I got, but all you need is one of these. I just followed a deal along here to find the curve, you know, and it's straight, all the way along to where the curve is supposed to start. And if I'm holding it square, right in here where I'm at, that's where it starts bowing like this. Too much, okay? It's bowing like this. It should be flatter. It's curved like this. It's bowed out this way. Starting from right here up to right here, you can see how it's pulled away here. I don't have this tight. It's just snug. But if you can see, I can't see the light. The sun's glaring off from the clouds. But this is where it's bent, and this is bent out right here. That's spar. So I got this blocking down there, so that's going to take the force. That's just a tie-down strap around. I didn't want to use a big chain. I didn't feel like I don't think I'll break it. If I break it, I'll have to get my chain out, but it shouldn't pull. Then I got that blocked, and that's underneath that hook, so it can't slide up, so it can't pull that straight side out. And I just traced off the straight side, but yeah, you can see here. See that big gap? How far that's bowed out? It should barely, if I go the other side, you know, we come up here, that's how much leeway it should have with the curve, that little crack. And it's, from sitting here, well, you can't tell, it rocks, it's off. I measured it off this way too, and then to the side. It's off 3/4 of an inch bowed out, and this is bent, and I said, and this is bent. So now, but I'll show you, that's the easy way to do it. If you don't have an eyeball, I could just spot it when I bought it, I spotted where it was bent. Just like everybody can see that one. That takes a little different way to fix that. I have to drill some holes in that, but I can aluminum weld that with a Hobart brazing aluminum rod, basically. Yeah, I just got that stretched across right now. This size tight. If you don't have an eyeball for stuff, I'll show you something neat. This is auto body stuff. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Vitrex. This is a shape copier, and how it works is, you know, if I want to follow, I can put it here, follow a contour, okay, and once it starts, and I took it to the other side, see how that's still almost perfectly flat, you know, the contour is perfectly straight all the way back here, it's already bowed, that's where the bend is at up there. And the way this works is, I think that might be 25 bucks, but where the shape stops, and I'm going to try to do this with, you see how it's off, and where it's bending right here is where the bow's supposed to be. Well, here's what a shape copier does. I'll have to, how am I going to do this? Push it. Watch this. See how these all move? They're just little plastic sliders. You can move them anywhere. So then you can copy your shape by sliding the blue piece like this in the middle. It's a lot easier if you got two hands. See, now I could copy the shape just by pressing all these ahead. And let me see here. Sorry about the crappy view right now. But there now, basically now, push them all tight. See how they move? And that's my curve. So if that side is bent, I can trace the curve, and we can go look to see where. That's it, you know, it's supposed to be in front of the seat until it starts curving. Alright. Yeah, this baby's definitely bent. See, it's bowed out, and it took the curve out there. I just want to get this pulled in, pretty much. Once I pull that in, oh yeah, we'll be close then. But yeah, it's off. But yeah, it's pretty neat. You just take it, copy auto body panels or anything. If you want to find a curve of something like this, right here, copy it. There, you just take and push it against it. See how that works? Yeah, you want them all flat. You get my drift. Like that, and then that'd copy the other side. If it was damaged and I need that exact shape, you can copy it for me. Just go lay that against the other side that's been messed up and pull it to match. There you go. Vitrex. I can't remember if I got that from Eaton or Easton Auto Body or what. But yeah, okay, now here's what we're going to do. I'm going to pull this. Start pulling there. This should stay anchored. This shouldn't bow. Being it's anchored down here, I'm going to put my foot down here. I'm going to hold it down here while I start tweaking, and that's going to, the main bend is right here, but it's starting here, so I'm going to pull here, and you can see how this is gapped and bent, and this guy's bowed out. So I'm going to crank it tight, but I'm going to have to put my camera up on a little junk stand up there, and hopefully you can see it. I'm going to squeeze it till it pulls this gap tight, and I'm going to watch this and kind of eyeball it, and then maybe line this up. You know, you can see how much of a bow is there, and it should be flat right there. Distance should be even. You know, yeah, about there is where it should be bowing, but it ain't. So I'm going to get it close. I'm going to go past because it'll always spring back, and then to try to straighten this, I'm going to take my 2x4, put it down here so it don't damage anything, and I'm going to use that 3-pound hammer. I'm going to give it a couple whacks while it's under tension pulling, and that should help work it back in. And then I'll come down and try to get this bow out farther just by sliding this, okay? I don't think I'll have to work off of this side because the damage is from here back, and this curve is pretty much correct. Okay, let's see what happens. If I break a strap, I break a strap. Yeah, this is how you do it without computer-aided junk. You know, come along, Harbor Freight, 30 bucks if that. See if I can get this set up where you can kind of see what I'm doing here. And the wind is blowing so hard just past the trees, and it comes gusting through. And let me eyeball it here. Oh, that's about as good as I'm going to get. Then the car. Yeah, okay. All right, I'm going to put my gloves on just to be safe. And if it ain't too noisy, you'll be able to hear it creaking. But I'm going to squeeze it and eyeball it until it pulls in and stand on this board here. Okay. Got my latches all locked. Yep, okay. Here we go. We're going to put it, I don't think I'll break the strap. That strap's supposed to take at least 900 pounds. You hear that? And all that sound is coming from this side. I'm looking here to make sure I'm not busting anything up here. I'm not. Now I'm going to look down here. It's kind of eyeball with me. Okay, we're getting it pulled in. It's getting pulled in here. I'm going to give her a couple more tweaks. Now I'm going to bang on here on this back side, like I said, with the block of wood and my 3-pound hammer while it's under pressure, and that should drive the inside in even though it's under pressure up here. Okay? Okay. Here we go. Oh yeah, that baby gave. How much more? Okay, that's looking pretty good now. I'm going to work along here with my board, because now it's still bowed out because this spar is dead. So first I'm going to try to get to work on this spar here. Oh yeah, and then I pick a board that's crooked, but you know. Hey, that seems to be starting to come out already. Uh-oh, don't want nothing to snap loose in your head. And then just for good measure, try to bring this in. I might not even have to re-pull. While it's under pressure there, boy, that's getting close. But I said, well, I got it under pressure, that's when I can come along and straighten the whole curve out. And I said, work on this spar down here that's bent. Yeah, right down there where the rivet line is too. That baby took a good hit, but yeah, why they didn't straighten it, well, they probably didn't know how. Don't take a whole lot. Said you just got to look at the way it got hit, figure it out, and reverse it. Let me see my line now. In here. We are straight here. Straight there, halfway to the middle of the seats where the curve starts. Straight here. Okay, I need to, yeah? Woo, we're close. I think I'm gonna give her one more little tweak. One click. That's one click, that's it. I'm gonna work that curve right here a little bit. It's still about here a little bit. I said, well, that's under pressure. This should pop it in. And if I go too far, no problem. I just drop a tree on her again. Get it? Sarcastic humor, eh? Right here. And there. How are we looking to the other side? Hey, you know what? You can't see me, but boy, that looks like it should be about right. Just to be safe, to take the stress off. Not hard. I'm just working down the whole line while it's under pressure like that. Now I'm curious to see how far it snaps back, because it is just about like brand new. I'm gonna give her one more, just for the heck of it, because it's gonna spring back. One more quick. That's it. A little more light tappy, and then I'm gonna unhook it. Let's see what we got. And you could see that when I showed you in the picture. Where's that spar at again? Wow, that's looking pretty good right there. Even though my board moved. I'm out of the picture for a second. Okay, I think I'm gonna unhook it. We'll look and see if I gotta do any more. I might have to rebite, but we'll see. And I will show you here shortly. These things are a pain in the booty to get unlatched. Work it that way, flip the spring this way, hold that in there, push that, hold this, let it work back like that. Bingo bango, Bob's your Auntie. Right? Right, okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna, well, maybe I'll have to back it a little more, eh? Where's my spring? Okay, this is all I got time to do today. I might drill that out, round that out, drill some holes and get my depth pullers and a hook and pull that curve on that tube where it's caved in back round before I don't have strap to tie it down or anything to get a tractor loader over it and pull that, and I don't got my little brackets made yet. Okay, I'm going to take a look-see here. Straight, straight, straight. Pulled in. Curves right in the half. Hey! Martha's your uncle. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. Check this out. That's all it took. Why they didn't straighten it before they welded it up, I said maybe they didn't have any clue. That won't be much harder. And now we're going to do an eyeball comparison from the back down each rail quick. Don't mind about the bend up there, just up to the seat, okay? See where that 2x4 is leaning up is right at the seat. You can see the angle. This is pushed in up here. It's going to have to get pulled out when I bend it. But here I'll show you. So you can see the angle there. Well, that makes it hard to see the curve. I just want a pointer so you can see what I'm looking at here. Theoretically, look where this board is pointing. And you'll see that's where that curve really starts to go in, and you can see there's a wrinkle in it up there in the glare. That's where it's bent in too far up there on this side. Okay, but there you go. There's that curve right to where that board is, from the back up to where that board's leaning. That's what it's supposed to look like. Now, lean this board right there so you got something to look at where it was bent. Now you look up this side. See how that twists up there? Don't worry about that. That will come out when I pull this side up. We're just worried about up there by the seat. There's your curve. There's your pretty much, and then there's your shallow curve all the way up there right by that board where it's at. That's where it was bowled way out. So we'll look at it from the front. But yeah, don't worry about that tweak this way. When I get this pulled and this pulled up and out, that will bring, and I anchor it, that'll bring, and I'll give her a twist and straighten the whole snoot of the front of the boat out while I'm pulling on here, okay? I got that covered. But yeah, look at this. If you go just from here, don't pay attention to that. You go down the line. That's what it looks like on the side that never got hit down there. That's what it looks like on the side that got blasted over here that they had all crooked. Look at there. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about, Willis. Cool breeze. Love. Half a heart. Have a heart. Peace. It's that simple, kids. Yeah. Yoo-hoo. I said, I don't know if I might try to see if I can find a half tube or something and split just to reinforce on the inside or the outside, means it took a hit. And I don't know how good their job was. Yeah, we'll see. I don't think it's going to bow much if I blast in, unless I really hit a tree at 30 mile an hour head on out there, or a dirt bank. So I don't think it's going to flex when I get this all squared up here either. That looks like a nightmare, but it won't be that bad. I had to drill some holes in it. I said I'll aluminum braze it. No big deal. After I get that pulled, to get this one straightened out, I said first I'm going to have to drill some holes through here and here, or a couple, and try to get a hook in there, and then pull up this way, pull up that way to try to get this kink out so it's back rounded again, like this. It don't have to be perfect, but I have to have it rounded, or you'll never pull that. It's just going to bend it all the wrong way. I got to get that round shape halfway back. Then I'm going to have a clamp that clamps on here. I'm going to run a strap across here between two trees, or between two pickups on the top with the tires on them, there and about here, and then get the tractor loader overhead and use that come along with my clamps and just start pulling on this. It'll clamp under here, and there'll be a bolt going through where I can get a hook on it. I got to make them yet. And then I'll pull that up, get it all straight and rounded out, fix this bend. This one's bent here. It bent the top of that spar. I see there's a couple cave-ins on this puppy up under here and here too. And I said I'll have to fill it with water and find any leaks and all that good stuff. I can aluminum braze them shut before I line the bottom. There's a dent smashed down in here. I'll straighten out. I might even buy some rattle can stuff or something, repaint it drab again. I don't know, but I got to get this stuff done so I can flip it up and do the bottom. And then I don't have to worry about it. And then if I get my motor and stuff on, see, I can leave it on while I do the rest work. This is going to get reinforced, I'm thinking, some way down in here, because I said that motor's going to want to tweak. Not this way, like an outboard. It's going to go tweak this way. So I want to reinforce it from here down to here, because it's going to want to tweak it that way. This won't really go anywhere. I might put a little extra strength up there, but it'll want to twist this in here. I want to extend this at least down to the floor somehow, and maybe weld a chunk in to the floor with a spacer down in here or something, so it takes this force this way. There won't be any force backwards until I'm trailing it. It won't be going, it'll be going like this. That's why if you put a long tail on any new Jonboat, you're avoiding the warranty, because the transfer's made to take outboard that goes that way and it pushes off the top. Totally opposite torque specs. There you go. Okay, but I'm gonna fix that so I don't have any trouble. I don't think it'd tweak it anyway, but I'm gonna make sure it ain't. Yeah, there you go. That's how you straighten your Jonboat part 1. I seen there's a little dip. Yeah, a little ding right here. I can see in the shadow. I don't know if I'll worry about it. I might just try to clamp and pop that up with a clamp. Because it's caved down, this boat out. I can feel it right in here. It's spread out. Flatten a little something will hit on it too. But it ain't caved down much. I don't think it really hurt unless I drill a couple holes and pull it up and make it pulley around and then fill them in too with aluminum. But yeah, this won't be that bad. I just got to get a couple straps, borrow them from work, and either tight between the pickups so it can't come up, lift up when I get clamping and pulling on it, or I can put it between them 2 trees up there by the back end of the horse trailer, and 2 cottonwoods. I can put it right in between there and run 2 chains and straps between them right close to the ground and wrap it, and it'll hold it down. I can still get in between there with the loaders. I got plans. I don't have a body shop with anchor pots in the forward. I can just throw chains over it and tie it down and pull it that way. So, but this is how you do it. You make do with what you got. Okay, man. Love y'all. You take care. I'm getting hungry. I think I might pack. It looks like it might start to rain too. It's getting pretty dreary. They said maybe later this evening, but I got my electrical stuff out. It'll take me a half hour to clean this up. So, yeah, this will probably be continued. It's supposed to rain the next 3 days again, and then a couple days of sun, and then more rain again. So, I said I just hitting and missing on it in between while I can right now. Yeah, baby. I said peace. Love, half a heart, 'cause I'm holding my phone. Tomorrow's always a new day. I said if you can see it, dream it, look at it. That's how if you want to fix something that's been damaged, you got to look to see how it was originally supposed to be, even with parts explosions on stuff or anything, and then rework what made it explode and how to reverse it and then make sure it don't happen again. There you go. All right, man. Love y'all. Take care. Have a wonderful week. Mwah. I'll be back. Ciao. That's what I'm talking about, Willis.